Hello guys, welcome back to another week of Invasion. Kind of goes by quick in between these episodes, week to week, to me at least. I don't know. If you're new to the channel, we've been having green screen issues all season. We finally got it to kind of work in the background, but then another issue is if I look directly into the camera, it reflects as blue light and it counts as green screen, and so you can see part of this alien right there. Actually kind of a crazy reveal. Not crazy, but if you've been watching, we've been wondering, like, okay, the other way. Hey, when's this alien gonna show up? Because we've seen the other one with the little sphere face that we saw this episode, but this alien, I did the wrong thumb again. This alien is the same alien. It can just switch forms. It can go into blue little triangle mode, or like white, red, like sphere mode. So we've solved that, which is kind of crazy. They have this as a promotional image for an alien we don't see till literally episode like 8, really. So kind of a spoiler. Maybe they knew people wouldn't be that interested. But I'm gonna start off the episode with saying my little thoughts, which is I liked the episode. Last 2 weeks, oh my god, I hated last 2 weeks. Both last 2 weeks episodes, garbage. Complete, like, if you made me rewatch them, I'd be going through some pain. But this week's episode, yeah, I'd rewatch it. It was pretty good. It's pretty good for Invasion. So first things first, we start on the actual cool looking alien. Like, I just want to start off, the alien design is incredible. It looks very fascinating. It has fit with the Invasion theme. It feels in place, and it feels cool. It looks cool. I'm gonna say really good design. I love it. I love it. But we start the episode with some purple black gooey stuff that the alien's eating from its freaking antennas. But somehow it's like this smart alien, but it ain't aware it's being watched by some Japanese woman known as Mitsuki from a tree. By the way, she's watching it from a tree. I don't know if that's worth noting, but I felt like it was. And then we get a short little flashback to last season, season 2, of where Mitsuki was talking to the alien who took the form of Hinata as a young girl. And we go to a specific flashback where Mitsuki was not understanding, or the alien was not understanding what Mitsuki was saying by, "You've been destroying us. You're destroying the planet." But then Mitsuki kind of just reveals like what the aliens, why they were confused, I guess, which kind of like, come on, we want to go through a little bit of mystery, which there is some more still. But she says that the alien must have meant they wanted to live here and transform the terrain instead of destroy it. So hopefully, I mean, I wouldn't mind that, but I don't like her feeding us the answer right away if that is true. So hopefully she's not dead on right, you know, we're not 100% right. But then we get a pretty cool shot of the fog. I just moved my armrest. The fog and the mothership. And by this point in the episode, I already loved the directing and camera work much better than the last 2 episodes. Like, this is like a couple minutes in and I was like, oh yeah. Oh yeah, this 2 minutes is better than the entirety of the last 2 episodes. So I really enjoyed the camera work throughout the whole episode, to be honest. But then Mitsuki follows it into a cave. I don't know, super smart. But Mitsuki, I have a question. I don't know how it works. So there's like contaminated air, right? And Mitsuki's breathing it in normally, but then every so often she puts on the mask, breathes it, and then puts the mask away. Like, how is that really stopping it though? Like, you're getting hits of oxygen, but you're still breathing in the air when you're not getting those hits. You're still breathing in contaminated air. Why not just have the mask on the whole time, you know? I mean, I guess she probably has to conserve oxygen, but then why are you breathing the air in the first place? I'm a little confused about that. If someone wants to help me. I mean, I think it's just, even with the Infinitas guys they run into later, it's just they need oxygen to help them deal with the contaminated air, so they get hits of it and they use it. But so is it like this thing where the contaminated air builds a charge, essentially, and then doing the like mask puff diffuses it? Because it's kind of like acting like that, I guess. Because I would just think you wouldn't want to breathe it in at all. But, you know, whatever. But the alien jumps her and turns blue, like this guy. Oh my god, I used the wrong wait, no, I didn't. I just pointed the wrong way, but I used the right thumb. Okay, this guy turns blue, does a mental attack to cave them in. And then, like I said 4 episodes ago, I think Mitsuki's gonna have to fight on Team Alien. I was thinking this at the beginning of the episode when they got caved in. I was like, Mitsuki's gonna fight on Team Alien, and maybe this episode's gonna be about them being stuck in the cave together, becoming friends. And that would just be like the movie Enemy Mine, if you guys have seen that. And the recent Star Trek Strange New Worlds episode, I think it was season 3, episode 9, where Ortega's stuck with a Gorn and they have to become friends. There's a lot of different stories like that when you're stuck with someone like an enemy or a rival, and mutual teamwork to get out together, they form some sort of bond. I thought that's what this episode was gonna be, to be honest, and that might have been fun, but it also might have gotten boring if they did it wrong. So I don't know, but I still had a good time with what we got. But she says "my" in the word in Japanese, that word in Japanese, and then she says "rifle" in English, which to me at first I thought this might be showing signs of her brain deterioration, because she did the same thing in season 2 when her brain was deteriorating. If so, like, that's kind of a smart attention to detail right there that I wouldn't think the show would do. But you know, the show's not horrible. Of course, it might have surprised me. It might surprise me. But then I heard the alien making some sounds in the cave, and I said, let me guess. The alien's hurt, and she needs to help it. And I was part right. The alien's hurt, but it's not like she needs to take care of it kind of thing. But I do like the directing here while she's going through the dark and we just hear the sounds, and the camera's just sitting close on her face, and her lights like turning on and off, and all we see is her face. It's pretty claustrophobic and well done. Really good sequence. Loved it. And then we go to the alien trying to crawl out, and it takes a little tumble. But I kind of like this because it's making us feel something familiar and natural, like something an animal would do or something. Not some foreign alien from another planet, you know. Something normal we'd see. But Mitsuki decides to reach out for its antenna, I guess. And then like the alien is like, nah, wait, hold up. And then Mitsuki's like, I understand your language, you're lucky. Which I guess she understands the language. Makes sense. And then she puts its freaking legs on her shoulders and pushes it up like it's like they're buddy and grabs onto its leg as it goes up to get herself out. But it goes up without her. She drops her oxygen thingy. Oopsie. And then the alien saves her when she can't stop like falling. She just keeps freaking tumbling. Like, I don't think she's ever even come close to rock climbing based on what I saw. And then the alien is, after like a minute or so, pulls her up. It's like, to me it felt like, come on, what the hell are you doing? I got up here a minute ago. Do you really need me to save you? But then we get some serious green screen work when she comes out, is what it felt like, or at least poor lighting. One of the two. It just looks so off and like, ooh, like this does not look real. But it was just for like 10 seconds or so. Because then we get a wider shot of the landscape, which looks great. It looks real. It looks fine. But it was just worth noting that happened. But they head out on a journey to the mothership together. And I already at this point felt like they should have built this up more. But it's better than being boring and lazy, is just having it go on. But it kind of felt like, okay, they got stuck in a cave. Okay, they're buddy and got out of a cave and they're on a journey to the mothership. It just felt a little quick, but like I said, it's better than it being boring. But then the music this episode at this point already, and throughout the whole episode, was almost like ethereal, and it just fits so well for the vibe of the episode, man. The music throughout the whole episode, 10 out of 10, especially toward the end. It really fit the vibe. I loved it. But then Mitsuki finds out, hey, the alien's bleeding out on their way to the mothership. That's a little rough. And then we see a fresh plane that landed, only here a day or two ago. And I heard what I thought was someone peeing like on a leaf. I guess if you've ever peed in like the woods and the trees, you know the sound. And I want you to keep that in mind while you hear this sound. You know, it's not like the most crazy thought. I was like, oh, the pilot's peeing or something. But then the pilot's hanging from a tree. So that's not the same thing, I guess. But Mitsuki takes off the helmet, and I said, is that Maya from season 2? No, she's not back. We're just forgetting about Maya and Rose from last season. It's still crazy to me. They didn't even like throw it away with a line. Like they haven't even tried to explain it with one throwaway line or something. Obviously, it's budget that they didn't want to include Maya and Rose. But like them just being gone and no explanation feels so weird. But Mitsuki noticed that the air is killing whoever this pilot was or has killed this pilot. And here I was just thinking, poor actress, Mitsuki. I've looked up her name before. I'm sorry, but I forget. But she has to film in this forest and all this outside heat. Every day by herself. No like other actor. I mean, there's other actors later, but most of it's by herself and some fake alien. So she did a great job this episode. Great job. But Mitsuki says thank you to this pilot, and then some guy says don't thank her, and reveals himself as an Infinitas guy who's a little creepy. And then Mitsuki gets bagged by some other guy that appears. And at this point, I liked it. I was like, something's happening. Something meaningful's happening in every scene. It's got me hooked, you know? But it's some group that she has brought to, Infinitas group. Some guy's taking too much oxygen. Gets smacked up a bit. And then they found her bomb used to destroy the mothership. And the leader guy, he's real quick to be like, oh, she was going to blow up the mothership? Okay, kill her. Real quick to do that. At least he's devoted, you know? And his name is Kermichael. I don't think I've ever heard that one. Unless they're referring to him as like his name's Michael and Kerr is like his status. But it was all one word in the subtitle, so I'm guessing that was his name. Kermichael is the leader, and he's the only one allowed to breathe, I guess, because he's scared of losing memories of his daughter, Monica, which we'll talk about in a second a little more, but not too much. But they're going to throw her down this pit with hunter killers down there. Oh, wait. Not hunter killers. It's the season 1 aliens. Once again, if you're new, I am not mad that it's the season 1 aliens. They look cool as hell. I like them way better than the hunter killers. But I hate that this season they've been adding hunter killer sound effects to the season 1 aliens, which had different sounds in season 1 that were way more like ding, 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 ding. Like, they were so cool, the sounds they made. And now they're just slapping hunter killer sounds on both aliens, so I don't even know which one's coming if I hear it. It's annoying, and it doesn't make sense how they suddenly switched up sounds. But we'll roll with it. If they do it again in these last 2 episodes, I'm still gonna be mad. Wait, we only have 2 episodes left. Penultimate and series finale. Probably series finale, based on the reception. If they get a season 4, I'm gonna be real surprised. I don't know if I'll hate it. Depending on what they do with these last 2 episodes, I might hate it. I want them to end with these 2 episodes. I do. And I think Apple does too, with their money, you know? But she gets thrown into this pit, and the aliens stop freaking out. They're like chill with her. And then we get to, like, they pull Mitsuki up and get a private talk with the leader and Mitsuki. And this is the most boring part of the episode for sure. It's like a solid 5 to 8 minutes or something of just them two talking about him not wanting to lose memories of Monica because he somehow flashes a tattoo that says Monica on it, and she makes out that this stuff, and he says, Monica's my daughter, I don't want to lose memories of her. And yeah, little bored here. This is the lull of the episode for sure. But Mitsuki starts saying, do you know about a bite? It's like this specific way to get out of a knot, in which she's literally telling him how she's getting out of the knot before she got out of it. Like, it would have been so freaking funny, because this always happens in television and movies where someone explains like their plan right before they're gonna do it. Like, it would be so funny if one of these times they're like, do you know what a bite is? It's this special way to get out of a knot. And then the guy was like, oh, so you're getting out? Okay. And then like stops her right away. That'd be pretty funny. But she does it. She gets out, freaking hangs the ropes around him and puts him on a hook with the rope, runs out. The bodyguard guy comes in after hearing some of the commotion, doesn't save him right away, runs right past him to see where she went. Then he makes a yelp on his way back. It was a funny yelp. And then the guy that's hanging is like, help me. And then he just decides to pull out the knife and slit his throat. Like, I guess just slow on that. I don't know. I'm stuttering. I don't know what that was about. But then we go to Mitsuki, who decides to climb down the rocks of a pretty big wall. And they feature one dude who's lacking behind. It's the same guy who got hit earlier and wanted more oxygen. He finds her, starts shooting as he's coughing. Somehow a bunch of large rocks fall, and she gets around the corner. Like, those rocks were large in the wall, and they all felt like it was nothing. She gets around the corner. The oxygen guy from earlier is like, give me oxygen. He gets smacked up. Like, I think he's dead. By the other guy, the bodyguard guy, who really switched up, killing 2 of his own guys. And so far, the vibe of this episode was simple. I meshed with it, unlike past episodes. It's simple. You know what's happening. I liked it. And Mitsuki shows that she got grazed by a bullet here at that wall and is stitching herself up. She finds the alien also struggling and tries to motivate it by saying, like, look how hard you tried to get here. Don't give up now. She says that you wanted home to be the last thing you saw. But don't say that. Lock it in and go right freaking now. Motivating this alien, I guess. I guess that's the only thing I don't love. Is I understand why Mitsuki's helping the alien, but they really should have built it up more. She kind of instantly was like, oh, we're friends. Like, are we though? But you know, maybe that's not horrible. It was kind of like more of a confusion, like, I'll help you, but I'm a little confused, and it comes out more so toward the end of the episode when she's yelling questions at it. But Mitsuki's getting really dry lips, and like the stuff growing on her throat as she falls down. And then we get another cool shot attached, like it feels like the camera's attached to the alien. As we see it approach Mitsuki, give Mitsuki some rock thingy through its antennas. Like what? I don't know. But man, I could not stop thinking about how cool the design of this alien is in this moment. We get the face too and the insides. It looks so dope. It kind of looks like a sea creature now that I think about it. Like, it kind of looks like something we'd find in the depths of the ocean. Like, some of that stuff looks like aliens, right? That's not a hot take. But they are on our planet. Our idea of aliens, I guess. But after this happens, she can breathe again. And she says, you're killing our entire planet. Why save me? Like, yes, I want this answered. What are they here for? Why are they helping her? An alien just says, help. Like, they better give an answer to this question. Like I'm sure they will, but an interesting one at least. But we get a close-up of the mothership, and the mothership looks cool as hell up close. Like, what the hell? It looks cool as hell. That's a lot of hells. But here's a thought. The fact these episodes feel so inconsistent in vibe, in writing, that I mean, we could pin it down to a few things, but I think it might be that there's kind of like a different main writer every time. If you look at the intro credits, there's like a different writer working on every episode. It shows a lack of like consistency that we may be feeling with these different qualities of episodes. Like, if you've seen the show Mr. Robot, same creator, writes and directs like the whole series pretty much, except for like some season 1 episodes, but it's pretty consistent because it's one person, right? I'm not saying that's always the move. A team of writers can be good, but that might be part of the issue. I'm just bringing that up. I don't know. I don't, work at the Invasion Writing Studio or whatever, but just a thought, But more aliens come running out to see them, running out from the mothership as Mitsuki goes to try and hide. They turn blue and surround our alien. They all attach antennas, and I was like, please don't kill our alien, I'll be sad. But it also, I did not think it would happen, because I was like, that would not make sense for what we've been learning about the aliens and what's gonna happen these next 2 episodes. But they heal it, and it's actually a genuinely beautiful scene. I thought, like, this is beautiful. It was beautiful. I don't know. And then you can see it unlock in Mitsuki's mind. Like, the actress does such a good job with, it's like less than 10 seconds, just her face. You can tell that she goes from like these, assuming these aliens are killers, instead they help, and then her making the realization that they might be trying to help, that they have other motivations. Like, she kind of unlocks it. The audience doesn't quite understand what she realized in that moment, but you can see it in her eyes and her face so perfectly what she's feeling, and it's not over the top or anything. I love it. Incredible performance. But I mean, some of the other acting on the show isn't great, but I mean, that was great. Loved it. Favorite acting moment from her this episode for sure. But I mean, what does it exactly mean? Like, we don't know, and for once, like, I want a question answered. I want to watch next week. I want to watch the final episode and get my questions answered. And they still haven't mentioned Wajo. See, Wajo is kind of like the big thing all of us want to know now. So I don't want no like 2 lines of like, oh, Wajo was our favorite word in our language. Yeah. No. Give us a genuine answer. Maybe a whole freaking episode, like the finale. If it was all about answering Wajo, that would be incredible, because that's all our this Invasion community really cares about anymore, is what is Wajo, which is great. It's funny. But here's what I thought, I guess, in this moment, because she opens up the bag and she sees the bomb, and I was wondering, she says the word home while looking at it. I was wondering here what she was thinking, because I feel like there is a way you could like make it to where she's gonna use the bomb somehow to get this meaning of home, or she's thinking this mothership is home, I'm not gonna use the bomb at all. I don't know which one, so I'm wondering what you guys would have thought. But she starts, I mean, she's bleeding out pretty badly and collapses, and we get another shot from the alien point of view of the antennas coming to help her, and then the episode ends, credits. And man, I liked this episode. I'm sorry, I actually really enjoyed myself. The only thing I didn't love, like I said, was the Infinitas group stuff. But it looks like that may have been there to set up a future conflict with those people in these last 2 episodes. Just a little bit shorter, 5 minutes shorter or so, and the episode would have worked perfectly for me. And yeah, I enjoyed it. 2 more episodes left. I'm not expecting the earth-shattering stuff, okay? But what is Wajo? Why are the aliens here? How are we gonna conclude this story? Main 3 things I just want to see happen, and I want a decent conclusion, wrap things up, or end with some ambiguity. That might be cool, but please do not set up for a season 4. I don't think you're getting a season 4 Invasion. Just wrap it up, please. But yeah, that's the episode, guys. Hope you enjoyed. If you did, please like the video. It really helps this small channel with these podcasts. I guess they're not really podcasts, discussions, breakdowns, I guess. But next week I will see you for the series penultimate, probably the series penultimate next Thursday, and then the series finale after that, which is kind of near Halloween, and then Silo season 3. Please, I think we're getting a trailer this month. Please, this month or next month, but please this month. I'll do Silo season 3 when that comes out too. But have a good rest of your day, guys. Goodbye.